If you're a millennial, the BlackBerry brand is bound to bring back some good memories. BlackBerry phones and especially the BlackBerry keyboards were behind some furious texting in our times. That's changed now as Android phones dominated by Chinese brands have taken over the world. But a BlackBerry remains a BlackBerry. Anyone seen still using one has very specific needs from their devices, and to cater to those very users, BlackBerry brought the Key2 that's here with me. Hey guys, I'm Shubhajit from Digit, and today we are reviewing the new BlackBerry Key2. Now the Key2 succeeds the Key1 that launched last year, and it has BlackBerry DNA through and through. There's a QWERTY physical keyboard, beefed up security, and a lot of shortcut keys. At Rs 42,990, does it make sense to get a BlackBerry in this day and age? Well, let's find out. A major part of the time I took reviewing the phone went into getting used to the physical keyboard after years of using a touch-based one. Once I settled in though, the keyboard on the Key2 actually helped improve my productivity. Every alphabet on the keyboard doubles up as a shortcut key. You can assign shortcuts for both long and short press, meaning there can be 54 different shortcuts right in your hand. The keys on the Key2's keyboard are a little larger and have a matte finish instead of glossy plastic in the previous one. They are also a lot more tactile. Although if you're used to a touch keyboard, the key travel will feel like an eternity. The keyboard also doubles up as a swipe navigation panel. Swipe your fingers over the keys to type and navigate. It's a handy way to scroll through a long article. The spacebar also doubles up as a fingerprint sensor, which is quite fast. The design is a lot more sophisticated than most Android phones you see in the market. The rubberized back panel is any day a better choice than glass, and the phone finds space to offer all the required ports, including the 3.5mm headphone jack. Now, thanks to the big physical keyboard, the display had to be smaller. You get a 4.5-inch Full HD panel, and while it's good for reading text and documents and typing out text, needless to say this isn't the best display for watching videos and playing games. But I suppose anyone buying this phone has no time for either of them. The Key1 last year was criticized for its underwhelming performance. The Key2 addresses that with the top-of-the-line mid-range Snapdragon 660 chipset. That is coupled with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. Now the benchmark results will prove it's right up there with the likes of the Mi A2 and the Nokia 7 Plus. Now, many of you would say the price doesn't justify the chipset used in the phone, but this is not a performance enthusiast phone. This one is for the power users who want a fast, secure device, and the chipset is just about enough to provide a fast response time. I used it to edit spreadsheets, browse articles, and take photos, and safe to say, there wasn't any lag or slowdown. Now the software in the Key2 is also customized for power users. There's Android 8.1 Oreo with the latest security patch, and the icons and menus looks a lot like stock Android. What's different here is the support for numerable shortcuts and the security features. There's the DTEK app that monitors your security in real time, a privacy shade that shows only the part of the screen you're reading, and a redactor that blacks out the part of the screen with sensitive information. The UI has a steep learning curve, yes, and it's not as intuitive as stock Android, but once you get the hang of it, you might start enjoying it. Now this is also the first BlackBerry phone with a dual camera unit. You get a primary 12MP camera with f1.8 aperture and a secondary 12MP camera with f2.6 aperture. The secondary sensor here is used for 2x optical zoom and portrait shots. And for the most part, the photos from the Key2 look fairly well balanced. We got sharp and detailed images in daylight, almost at par with most of the flagship phones. The saturation is a little on the higher side though, but it looks good on the first small 4.5-inch display. There's PDAF for quick focus, but the dynamic range leaves a lot to be desired. The camera is quite adept at capturing small details up close provided there's enough light. Indoors, the color balance is preserved well enough, but there's a big loss in details. And quite expectedly, the low light mode here isn't all that good. There's ample noise and a majority of the frame will be underexposed with next to no focus. The Key2 is powered by a 3500 mAh battery. It gives a full day's worth of usage and supports Quick Charge 3.0 and comes with a fast charger out of the box. As you might have noticed, the Key2 isn't for everyone. It's for old BlackBerry users who still crave for a QWERTY keyboard, and is actually a handy offering for power users as well. It is the only phone that runs on Android and has a physical keyboard. The phone will be called out for its exorbitantly high price of Rs 42,990 when you compare it against other mainstream phones, but in its own niche, the Key2 is a worthy upgrade over the Key1 last year. Well, that's all that we had to say about this phone. If you liked it, let us know in the comments, and for more videos like this, do subscribe to Digit.in.